Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca, where we are going to be discussing on some fresh updates. We are going to start with outcast defender Samuel Umtiti, as Benfica have reportedly rekindled their interest in signing the player. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking on this transfer story, claiming that Barcelona have set their sights on this Arsenal star Gabriel as Xavi eyes defensive reinforcements. We are going to be discussing on that. Then lastly, talking about some injury updates, Gerard Piqué and Memphis Depay, as Spanish outlet Dario AS have just revealed that the Barcelona duo are expected to return from injury for the second leg against Frankfurt. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. If you're a Barcelona supporter, if you are just coming across my channel for the very first time, you're very welcome. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona will be actively looking to offload injury-prone defender Samuel Umtiti once the summer transfer window opens for business later this year. The 28-year-old has fallen down the pecking order of things at the club over the past 2 years and is seen as a surplus to requirements at the Camp Nou. Frustrated by his injury issues and given the massive wages he earned, Barca were intent on selling him last summer, but the French international convinced President Laporta to give him another chance. However, that has not worked out well, as Umtiti has played just once this term. The centre-back is currently out with yet another injury, despite him agreeing to a downward contract renewal back in January. He will remain on significant wages which Barcelona want to get rid of. And FeatureJet is now reporting that Barcelona might have found a suitor for Umtiti in the form of Benfica. The Portuguese Giants had shown an interest in signing Umtiti in the past, during the January transfer window, but ultimately they did not pursue his signing as the defender stayed put at the Camp Nou. However, as per the report, Benfica are now considering rekindling their interest in Umtiti and see him as a vital addition to the squad ahead of the upcoming season. They are willing to give him a chance to recover his best form at the Estadio da Luz in the upcoming campaign. This development will come as music to the ears of Barcelona administration. The French international has just not been playing at the desired level after his first couple of years at the club. And with at least one new defender expected to arrive, it is imperative that Barcelona get rid of the dead weight from the roster. It now remains to be seen if Benfica follow up on their interest in Umtiti come summer. Umtiti is one player that needs to leave this club. Of course, I've been saying this countless number of times. Barca themselves, they are just hoping and praying for that, for whatever club, any kind of club should just come and try to take him away, because even the suitors themselves, it's hard to find. His injury issues, in the past couple of years is really a hindering factor. And I think that Barca should do all that they could, because our wage roster is quite heavy, and I think Barca need to get rid of that guy. He have lost all his prominence. Umtiti is not the Umtiti of 3 years or 4 years back when he just came to Barcelona. Even though he's currently injured, even when he's not even injured, what does he do? Xavi does not care about him. When Koeman was there, Koeman does not care about him. No coach cares about him. And I think this is one of the players that when we are talking about the departure list of Barcelona for next season, Umtiti is topping that list. Because looking for a club for Umtiti will be difficult. Now Benfica have come again, because we quite remember Benfica showed interest in Umtiti, I think it's last season, even in the January transfer window. But Umtiti was, saying that he does not want to leave, he wants to see out his contract. Despite the fact that Umtiti have extended his contract to 6 years, whatever, meanwhile spreading out all his salary, that does not still mean anything to Barcelona. Barca are still, they still want to get rid of him. So if Benfica can succeed and convince Umtiti to join them, then I think it will be great news for Barcelona, because they need to get rid of him in their wage books. Then on to the next story of discussion. Following a dramatic win over Levante on the weekend, FC Barcelona will shift their focus back to the UEFA Europa League as they welcome Frankfurt at the Camp Nou on Thursday. The two teams drew 1-1 in the first leg at the Deutsche Bank Park, meaning that Barca require a victory in order to proceed to the semi-finals. During the first leg, Barcelona were without some of their key players including Serginho Dest, Memphis Depay and Ansu Fati, who had only returned to training at the time. Barca were further dealt with the injury of defensive linchpin Gerard Piqué. However, heading into the second leg, it appears Piqué is in contention to start on Thursday, while Depay should return to full fitness as well, according to a report from Dario AS. Piqué had suffered a thigh injury in the first leg, which had left him out against Levante on the weekend, but the centre-back is expected to undergo a test on Wednesday, and if reports are positive, he will be cleared to play against Frankfurt. The veteran's return could be a massive boost for Barcelona's defense as he looks to renew his central defensive partnership alongside Eric Garcia. Everything points towards Ronald Araujo starting at right back, while Garcia and Piqué take their place in the heart of the defense. The return of Memphis, meanwhile, is subject to a test on Wednesday after picking up a hamstring injury earlier in the month. If reports in midweek come out positive, he will be able to, feature against Frankfurt. Depay is unlikely to be a starter against Frankfurt, but his availability could, significantly improve the bench strength for Xavi. It could prove to be beneficial given how the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Adama Traoré looked toothless for the majority of the first leg. In other team news, Thursday's game against Frankfurt comes a bit too soon for attacking Phenom Ansu Fati, whereas Serginho Dest's injury and Dani Alves, ineligible, remain unavailable as well. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona have an important summer ahead of them. Joan Laporta and co are expected to undergo a major squad overhaul. With the central defensive department being one of the major priorities, Barcelona are expected to bring in Andres Christensen from Chelsea, but Xavi has demanded another top-quality centre-back who can preferably appear, on the left side of the central defense. Barca haven't had much luck pursuing Antonio Rudiger, who is holding out for a hefty €12.5 million contract and an overall package worth €70 million. As such, Barcelona have set their sights on another Premier League defender in the form of Gabriel, of Arsenal, according to Dario Sport. The Arsenal star is a left-footed centre-back who can ideally fit into Xavi's backline. He can compete with Eric Garcia for a place in the starting 11 and can prove to be an ideal replacement for Samuel Umtiti and Clement Lenglet, who are both expected to leave. Formerly of Lille, Gabriel has enjoyed immense success under Mikel Arteta in the recent past. Alongside Ben White, he has become a defensive linchpin for Arsenal and has played a crucial role in the Gunners' bid for the top 4 place this season, having featured in a combined total of almost 100 matches in France and England. The Brazilian's experience at the highest level makes him a desirable option for Xavi. The 24-year-old is adept in possession while being versatile enough to appear as a left back if required. However, much like Rudiger, the former Dinamo Zagreb starlet could cost a fortune as the defender's current contract at Emirates doesn't expire until 2025. It would offer Arsenal the leverage to hold out for a hefty price tag for their defensive asset. The report does state the possibility of a potential exchange deal, with Riqui Puig being one of the candidates, but Barcelona would want to put down a buyback option if they do offload the midfielder. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.